Well, UC Berkeley is once again under federal scrutiny. The Department of Justice says it is investigating what happened during a Turning Point USA event last night that drew hundreds of people to Zellerbach Hall. For those who wanted to get inside, they had to walk by protesters, and our cameras capture some very tense moments, including a fight that ended in arrests. Kelsi Thorud has more on the fallout and the university's response.
A day after hundreds of protesters showed up at UC Berkeley to speak out against Turning Point USA's stop on campus, the Justice Department announced it will investigate the university over the protests. Harmeet Dillon, who heads the department's Civil Rights Division, described the protesters as members of Antifa, writing on X, quote, "I see several issues of serious concern regarding campus and local security and Antifa's ability to operate with impunity in California." Attorney General Pam Bondi also weighed in, saying the FBI-led Joint Terrorism Task Force is investigating Monday night's, quote, violent riots. About 900 people attended the event, Turning Point USA's first in California since its founder, conservative activist Charlie Kirk, was shot and killed. The university spokesperson said a single violent incident happened on a sidewalk. Our cameras captured two men getting into a fight before they were arrested by Berkeley police. The university says two others were arrested by campus police. In a letter sent to UC Berkeley's president, the Justice Department said it would be looking into whether the protest violated the Constitution and requested the school preserve all records related to the Turning Point event and protests. In response, UC Berkeley sent us this statement, saying in part, quote, UC Berkeley condemns all violence and will hold accountable anyone who violates the law or campus regulations. The university also said it intends to fully cooperate with the FBI task force and has launched its own investigation into what happened as well. The day after the protests, campus was relatively quiet. Students didn't have classes in observance of the holiday, but many were still out and about and knew or had heard what happened the night before.
It was about in the morning, like after I woke up, and I think protesting is in the Constitution. We're allowed to, freedom of speech, we're allowed to do that and gather. You should always be, like my buddy said, you should always be wary of, danger, consequences, things like that.
It was definitely crazy. I saw all of the helicopters and stuff. I showed up to a little bit of it, or saw a lot of it happening around campus.
Students on campus told me they were surprised to hear the federal government was getting involved and aren't quite sure what an investigation will lead to.
Yeah, again, I know that there was a clash. I mean, I'm not really sure how the university is culpable for that, At the end of the day, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's UC. I think UC Berkeley did everything it could to protect both sides, so I'm not sure.
Personally, I think it's just a threat, but I really have no idea. But I think that the school really didn't have that much to do with the protest itself. It really wasn't organized through the school or anything. I don't think they have a lot of grounds to actually investigate, in my opinion, because the school really had no play. It was all of the students who really came together.
Well, the event in Berkeley was the final stop of Turning Point USA's American Comeback Tour.